Welcome back, Dungeoneers. It's Sunday afternoon, and that can only mean one thing. It's time to play Dungeons & Dragons. You're watching Dice and Dungeons, and I'm here at the table with...
I'm David Wong. I play Ninesy to Parksy Bard.
I'm Sorian Sewell. I'm Nicole Bates. I play Sorian Sewell, changeling druid who is turning into a dog in this opening.
Greg, I play Ulset Ralph, a furbog fighter. At least that's what I've been led to believe. That's it.
Nailed it in one.
And I'm Alexis Bates, your trusty dungeon mistress.
And speaking of Alexis Bates, your trusty dungeon mistress, on our Patreon, you can find her DM notes available now to our subscribers. Our Patreon's the best way to support the show. It's at patreon.com/DiceandDungeons. Check it out.
Mm-hmm. You can read
What
the
a
notes.
segue.
You can read the notes. It gives you the episode number. And then you can watch the episode.
I already finished the...
And you can see just how good the players are at not doing anything in the notes.
I mean, that is all true.
It's worth it just for that.
Have you been reading the notes I post?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know any of you were.
Mm-hmm.
That is true. I do post weekly episode notes, or almost weekly, where I go back and
How do you hold a fish?
starting with episode 1. What are you doing?
I'm trying a Nines FT,
Oh, okay.
which could also be on the Patreon.
Yes, I'm going to integrate the 9s FTs into the Patreon. So, as I was saying, I go back and kind of look through my old notes on the old sessions that we ran at this point, more than 2 years ago now, for a lot of these things. And just think back on what the hell we did, which is kind of interesting. I just got in the posting, so this will be lagging behind, but I just got to our very first dungeon crawl. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
We were so level 2 back then.
Oh, no.
we were level 1.
Wow, that was...
There were no levels then. It was so long ago. It was so long ago they didn't have levels.
One of these years, we're going to hit double digits.
Wow, I can't wait for that year. 2026.
Yeah. And so check out our Patreon, patreon.com/Dice and Dungeons, where you too can see my reflections on session notes, DMing, and how the players do absolutely nothing that I think they're going to do in a session.
But we do things you don't expect.
Yeah. Sometimes, pretty much all the time. Yeah. As for our ongoing sponsor of Geekified. Geekified, of course, is a tabletop gaming store in Vinton, Iowa, where you can pick up any supplies you need for all your tabletop role-playing game needs. If you are looking to find out what they've got in stock right now, head on over to the Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Geekified Vinton. You can just search Facebook for Geekified, and they'll come up, I believe, as a top hit. And that's where they post what cards they've got in stock, when they're having flash sales, and events in the store. So head on over to the Facebook page and keep up with them now. Thank you, Geekified, for your ongoing support. And remember, everyone, support your local gaming store. With that, yeah, Dungeoneers, let's roll. last week on Dice and Dungeons. Midnight Brunch, still wandering the sewers underneath Drugmara, met several workers and a friendly sewer creature named Stinky, but were no closer to finding the cultists that they were seeking. We rejoined them this week in Stinky's room.
I'm using my mop to pull the rest of the slime off also.
That was most unpleasant.
Sorry.
Oh, I thought you already had to depart at the end of last episode.
Oh,
They can come back.
yeah, I'm still here for comic relief.
Oh, great.
Yeah. I did not think it was funny.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh.
Wait, come back.
there's a few bubbles and then Stinky's gone.
You ruined it, also.
No.
And he couldn't even understand what you said because he's a monstrosity. But your tone.
Yes. I had made bad decisions and I had bad luck. And now I have said a bad thing to a Stinky. I do not know if we should go on.
And that's the campaign. So, good night, everybody.
I don't know where to go from there.
Probably
Are
the
there
next
other
room.
sewer workers still present?
No, they left. They
Oh,
were
they
just like on their
they just
way.
bumped through. Okay.
Do you have anything planned for this session?
I
Not
have
anymore.
floors and floors of sewer dungeon planned.
Oh, let's just leave the sewers. That sounds fun. What do you guys think about becoming pirates?
So, could we see the map?
Yeah, I'll bring up the map. Hang on. Okay. So when you left off, you were in Stinky's room. It's a very large room. Had a big pool of water in the middle. That's Stinky's room there. To your south, which you can't see on the cropped version of the map, there is the
Big change.
big chamber, control room, service area. That's where you met, all those sewer workers.
Can we see if that other southern entrance does just link to the big room?
Yes,
We'll check that quick.
you can. That's
And it
And
does.
It does.
we were in the we visited the other side of that door to the northwest, right?
Yeah, that's where
Can
we
we-
first came in.
Can we unlock that kind of like a shortcut, like in a video
Oh, yeah.
game?
Can we open up
Yeah,
that?
you can open it up.
Oh,
now.
can we do that?
Yep.
Because
good
no one's
door
gonna,
opening.
no one's gonna come over and just shut it again.
Should we, jam it open?
We could probably just put a sign that
Is there,
says
a lever?
No lever, but you can
Are there-
open the door.
Oh,
Are there
I
any?
push a door open and then I put a sign that says shortcut unlocked.
Oh.
Please leave open.
No, that'll
okay.
be good. Yeah.
Bit of chalk shortcut.
All right.
So that's another doorway over there.
On the east.
Oh, and then there's one to the north, a corridor to the north.
Oh, there is a little corridor to the north,
Yeah.
isn't there?
Should we go there?
That
Sure, why
doesn't
not?
have a door, so we
No.
should check that out.
Yeah, that's the path of least resistance.
Mm-hmm. At least so far. Oh, good.
God damn it.
So
That's a
So-
downvote.
So you find a room. I'm gonna close that and then pull up the description of that room. So give me a moment. But you walk into this room and you've seen something pretty similar to this before. It has at its entrance a big sliding door that would come down, sealing this room off. There is a similar but smaller hatchway that seals over, has a window, and you can see down. There's a ladder that goes to a lower level. This is an airlock chamber. You found another room like this elsewhere, and this looks, for all intents and purposes, identical to that previous room.
Is there another sign that says airlock?
Or wear
Yeah.
a helmet.
Yep, there's all the usual warning signs.
Is there like one that we haven't seen yet? Like a warning sign we haven't
Like a
seen yet?
rare sign.
Oh, well, I'll just roll my d20 of stupid. No, not this
there's
time.
not like a don't feed stinky sign.
I feel like they should have that sign.
Oh, no, they don't have that sign. All the workers get to know Stinky on their first day.
We learned about Stinky on our first day.
Yeah,
We
you
did.
did. See?
I would like to go back in Stinky's room.
Okay.
I'm gonna stick my face in the pool, the fetid pool,
That can't be good for
and go, Stinky, come back. Well, I still have my speak with monstrosity.
Stinky does not come back.
I was gonna
What about
see it.
Stormgrimmy?
Sturmgrimmy?
Nothing.
I was gonna ask Stinky before someone sent him away.
Why
By
are you looking
saying-
at me when you say that?
By saying something that
You're so
Stinky couldn't even
charismatic.
understand.
I was gonna ask Stinky if he had like someone's lost admission key thing to use these airlocks,
Hmm.
but
I don't think he would even know what those are.
probably not.
Did
You
the,
could have just used them to hitch a
did the
ride.
sewer workers? The sewer workers said we couldn't get through them, right?
We're not allowed on the lower levels.
Mm-hmm.
Which means that's where all the good stuff is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all the good signs.
Yeah. There's probably a lot of really cool, like, do not enter signs down there.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Right. They would
Yeah,
just
we
put
could
that
add
in our
to our
house.
collection
Wear
of signs.
maybe a sign that says "Wear 2 helmets."
So when we fix up our house, you know, the one that we've got up on the
Yeah.
surface, we can decorate one of the rooms with all sorts of signs.
Yeah, we'll look like teenagers
That'd be
who
great.
steal stop signs.
Yeah, be kind of like that. That would be something.
Yes, and here's our sign room.
So knowing that it's a futile effort, I try to open the airlock hatch by
Stopping.
stepping on it.
Your prescience has once again served you well, as it is indeed a futile effort.
I look for hidden switches in the bricks and stones around the room.
I'm not even going to make you roll. There's very smooth walls.
I
There's
knew that would
there's
be-
nothing here.
It was worth the effort, though.
It's an airlock. Maybe we have to hold our breath.
Or we need air. We need to bring extra air down.
Yeah.
Mm.
But for now, let's head to the east and see if that door in Stinky's room is openable.
And if it is, we
Um,
open it.
It is. It's
And put
openable.
A little shortcut sign on it.
Yeah. Okay. So you're going through there. You want to see what's
Yeah.
And
Go
see
on.
what's on the other side.
Should we, like, stick a mirror through there? To, like,
Do you have one?
Mm-hmm.
you have to have a mirror.
I have a mirror. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a small steel mirror. You want me to
We
look
should do
around
that
the corner?
Every time we come to a corner,
Okay. I look
From now on.
around the door with my mirror.
it would be almost as good as detecting traps, which we never do.
I've
Assume
had,
that's
the,
Hilbin's job.
I've had this
Yeah, it
small
is.
mirror since the beginning of the campaign, and I've never used it.
Not once. That would have been really useful when I, like, put makeup on myself to, like, pretend to be another tabaxi. If I could, like, see myself.
Oh wait, I think I did use it there, actually, if I remember.
I just did a bad job with my makeup.
Yeah, you just were out of practice.
Yeah,
okay.
generally don't wear much makeup, but maybe we should change that
Yeah, you could use a little lipstick,
just a little bit.
Yeah.
Add some
Your
accent.
blush.
you're adventuring into the next room.
We are.
It took me a minute because it's a very large room to reveal.
Wow, this is a big mirror.
It's one of those mirrors, one of those convex mirrors that makes everything look bigger than they really are.
Yeah.
This room is huge.
This room is at least 2 miles long.
Oh my god.
There are various chambers to it, so it's not just all one continuous line of walls. There's basically sort of like a honeycombed feel here. One chamber after another, all a whole series of smaller rooms, all connected together.
Do they all have doors?
They have giant flowways. Basically, what you've come into is a huge sluiceway
Mm-hmm.
that can also be used, you surmise this pretty quickly, as like floodgates and cisterns. Like they can control and hold
So
water.
it's like a flood control system.
Yeah, that's what you've come into.
So this is a real good place to be in case there's a big storm up on top.
Oh, it's a great place to be.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It'd be really great if we had
Uh,
some sort of electric vehicle that we could all pile into because it's 2 miles long.
There is
A little electric vehicle? I'm sorry,
No.
fervent vehicle?
Wet Jim would have loved it, Don.
The
If we see
center
wet
of
Jim
this
down here-
sluiceway is moving very quickly, and it is fairly deep. You estimate that it's probably a 2-foot depth from the water surface to its deepest point. And it, like I said, it's moving very quickly. The walls in these rooms are pretty slick. There's a lot of water splashing up, and so are the floors. It's really loud in here. The water moving, the closed chambers, it's just making this sort of low, thunderous, rolling noise constantly. Imagine yourself if, by a dam, and that noise. But now it's...
That damn noise.
Exactly, that damn noise. But now it's completely surrounding you. And in an echo chamber, that's what this room is like to be in. It's pretty unpleasant overall.
Does it at least smell nice?
But
For
like
sewer?
most of the sewer down here, it doesn't smell bad.
Because of all that air circulation.
So can we go along the sluiceway without walking in the water? Are there dry areas on either side?
There are some less wet areas. There's a thin walkway around the edge of each room. You notice that above you, there are...
Microphone.
You are very dumb.
But at least I'm observant.
That's true, yes.
Catwalks?
You notice that there's...
We just call it walking in Tabaxi Way. What?
You notice that
I
there's
look up and I notice something. What is it?
kind of an odd trackway.
Mm-hmm.
It's these fairly sturdy looking bits of metal that have...
I mean, when you say fairly sturdy, are you saying like if Olseth were to be jumping a little bit on it, it would hold him?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
They're pretty
sturdy enough.
They're pretty sturdy looking. And what it looks like, flat sheet of metal, just got a track down the middle of it. So there's just like a hole in the middle of this long sheet, and you see it kind of branching off in different areas as it moves away from the doorway.
What direction is the water flowing in relation to us?
It is flowing from north to south, and it is a slight, declination.
And we're on the north side.
You're on the north side, yes.
Are there any visible exits?
There are several visible exits. So I'm going to bring this back up, and we are going to have to scroll a little bit on the screen so you can actually see the length of this room.
Which isn't even to scale.
No, it's not even to scale. So you all are
Right.
up here. That's where you guys are. Okay?
Yeah.
This is just where to represent big flow of water coming in. You can see the sluiceway in the middle. There's a hallway directly across from you. Keeps going. It keeps going. Further and further south. And then you have an exit that's on the west side of the room that, although you haven't seen it, you can reason out just with the spaces here that it would lead back to that main chamber. And then there's another southernmost on the eastern side.
Well, we can
Well-
just go east.
Yep. We cross the raging torrent of
Yeah,
sewerage.
I just walked across that.
Yeah, is that spell still active,
It's an
actually?
hour long.
Oh, we just walk across it.
Okay.
How does that work with the moving water? Do we
Well,
just,
yeah,
like-
that's my question. Can we just ride the water down like a moving walkway at an airport, or do we just ignore the movement? It doesn't actually say in the spell.
I've been putting some thought into that because it's now been 2 weeks, I think, since you've activated that spell.
No, I activated it during
Was it?
the
just last week?
stinky fight.
Okay. So I've been putting a little bit of thought into that. And I think the intent is for you to be able to stay on the surface, but the spell says that you can go below and then bounce back up if something were to drag you down, so that it doesn't treat it as though you're hitting concrete or dirt or something like that. And I think what that means is if you're on a river and the water is moving, you're going to stay on top of it, but you have to contend with the movement of the water.
My only thinking is that it might not, because it says any water, acid, mud, snow, quicksand, or lava are treated as if they were harmless solid ground, which would imply a lack of movement.
Hey, solid ground can move, though.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's true. Is it solid then?
Yeah, I mean, the Earth's moving. It's pretty solid to me.
But I think it's DM's decision.
I think basically the spirit of the spell is where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
Where it's designed to ensure that you don't get drugged down underwater. It's like a life preserver, in essence.
Mm-hmm.
It forces you to be on top so that you can't get drugged down. Just like it says with the quicksand, you're going to be able to walk across that, and you're not going to get pulled down into it, which isn't really how quicksand works. But quicksand in movies and fantasy settings is way cooler than actual quicksand.
I wonder how walking on lava works, because things catch on fire just being near lava.
Yeah, and you can actually lava's super thick. It gets really thick. You can just walk on it.
It does actually say they can still take damage from the heat.
Yeah.
So.
Well, let's go.
So what I'm saying here
So let's
is,
find some lava and we can test the theory out.
Yeah, we should.
So what I've determined is that you can still be moved around by forces that are strong enough to actually move you about.
You just don't fall in.
But you don't fall in, and it says harmless. So, barring something totally outside acting with it,
Like a monster.
Yeah, like a monster. It wouldn't cause you damage, except for the heat from the lava, which it says there. So, that's how we're going to play it, and that's how this is going to function. So as you start walking across this, it is pushing you a bit down.
So let's sort of walk northwest to sort of counteract it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you could use this like
An
like one of those
escalator.
moving sidewalks
Yeah, yeah.
in an airport. You could use it like that,
Just
going
sit down.
one way.
Okay, when the spell ends, though, is it one like it slowly fades and you start dipping into it, or is it immediate?
I think it's
and you just go.
immediate cut.
It is an immediate cut,
Okay.
but you also
No.
get like a sixth sense about that's gonna end.
Yeah.
Now, does the sixth sense can you dispel it whenever you feel like it?
It doesn't say, but it's not concentration, so I don't just drop it by concentrating. But I think the general ruling is that if you have a magic effect put on you like that, you as an individual can choose to stop it.
Okay. So I can just
Choose to
choose
stop
to
it.
stop.
Typically
If you
speaking,
feel like being, washed away underwater in a sewer, you can do that.
Would it get me out of the sewer faster?
no. Typically speaking, Nicole is correct. If you have a beneficial spell on you, and for whatever reason you wish to end that spell, you can do so at any time. That's typically how things are ruled. Now, some tables might play that differently. Some tables might say, nope, it lasts for an hour, and it's gonna last an hour. But that's not how we're gonna play it. So,
Should we just go across?
Yeah, we go
To the
across
east.
Go
to the
across,
east there.
kind of at an angle.
Yep.
you find
Do we,
yourselves
have to,
walking...
do we have to run as fast as we can just to stay in one place? Is it that kind of thing?
If you were moving against the current, yes, you would have to basically run as fast as you can.
Like we're on an escalator going the wrong way.
Kinda, yeah.
But we go at an angle so that we eventually end up at the.
It's like watching a plane land in a strong crosswind.
That's always scary.
which is, kind of terrifying to watch, even though it's perfectly fine. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, in particularly strong headwind viewers, crosswind, excuse me, a plane might actually not land directly with the nose like center down the runway. It might twist to one side so that it doesn't get blown off course and its engines are forcing it into the wind, making it land straight on the runway. But you're kind of drifting in. It's a really weird thing to watch.
Well, I prefer my plane to drift in rather than a train.
That's true. So you guys go straight across that then.
Yes.
That's what you want to
yes.
do. Okay. It does take some exertion to do so. If you didn't have the spell, you could tell that this would cause a lot of problems. That this would be much more treacherous to cross.
Gauge spell.
Yeah.
I shall reveal the next room.
I bet if we just looked a little bit, we'd find a bridge. Since they have to service
Or
this
they
whole
have
thing.
like a monorail running above on that thing, metal thingy.
Yeah. Was there a ladder to that metal thing when we looked up at it?
No. No, there was no ladder to that.
I mean, we could just turn around and ask someone. But what's the fun in that?
No,
Yeah, why would you do that?
they're probably cultists. You can't trust them.
No.
I don't trust anyone in the sewers.
On that note, Holwyn makes a remark. I'm not so sure that we can really trust any of the workers that we find here.
I mean, yeah, like half of them are probably cultists.
Well, you're saying that just because every single guy that we, cultist that we ran into was pretending to be a worker?
Well, I mean, among other things, yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying.
No. Did you notice that they were not eating lunch?
Well, I mean, some of them were eating lunch.
So we can trust them, because if you eat lunch, that means you're a good person.
I mean, maybe. Yeah, Fodari pops in. What?
Ah!
I mean, Fodari's been here the whole time.
Where were you in that stinky fight?
Off in the corner, hiding. I'm not very good at fighting, but I didn't want to not be here. Remember?
Yeah.
So it's a good
I
time.
didn't remember.
Do you think Fodari's a cultist?
Are you a cultist?
No.
Insight check.
I'm in on that action.
The player is declaring an insight check.
Oh, why not?
Sure.
26.
22.
I rolled that. I have no clue.
Well, none of you have any reason to think that Fodari, the one who's been helping the most in this,
This is very suspicious how much she wants to.
which is what a cultist would do.
Yeah. To ensnare us.
No, she's not a cultist.
That we know of.
She says, well, I always say that you can't just skip lunch. So you're welcome.
So, what do we find?
Fodari might
through
fit
this
right
door?
in as she keeps saying.
What is what?
What do we find through the doorway?
Through the doorway,
Is there a door?
Passage, I guess.
passage. Yeah. You come to a T junction. Something that you're well familiar with at this point.
Why are all junctions either T's or X's?
I mean, they weren't. You guys have come across a Y junction.
Can we get into a Trident junction?
Look around the corner with your.
Maybe.
I check around the corner with my mirror.
You see more, sluiceway corridor.
It's fine. Go forward, Seth,
Are we
specifically.
going straight or up to
Let's
to
go
the northwest or the
Let's go
southwest?
northeast.
Northeast.
Okay, sure. You head
I just checked
northeast.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Like that Zori is now super interested in her mirror. Just like, this is a great invention.
I can see around corners.
It's amazing.
While we walk, I keep changing my nose to different nose shapes. Well, just I'm looking at it.
So are you just like a walking character creator?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
So,
so.
are you
You
gonna turn to Shrek?
Yes,
You
only
walk-
at parties.
You walk up the corridor, and you reach a room that has sealed doors to it, and you can see that it can be unsealed. There's a big kind of valve opening to release pressure on these things, and you can see all the mechanisms to open this.
Is there a gauge, with a little dial that says safe, danger, really bad danger?
Yes, actually,
It's
there is.
so
Is
dangerous,
there-
Nines is going to rush right in.
Yeah, and it even has the 9s on there. It just says stupid down here. That's what it says.
Is there a new safety sign in this room then? Is one that's different than the rest of them?
This does have some new safety signs.
Ooh, what?
This says danger, pudding disposal room.
Ooh. Can you get me that sign?
I can try to pry it off. I try to pry off the sign that says...
So you release the pressure and open the doors.
Oh, it's inside.
No, I was
Yeah.
looking for the sign.
Yeah,
I thought that was on the outside.
there's
of the
windows.
door.
You can see through it. It's
Oh.
No.
I
So
thought
we
it-
want the sign. So we're gonna ignore the
We
danger.
need that sign.
What
Does
does-
it have a little picture of a little slime with googly eyes?
It's got a picture of a slime, but it doesn't have googly eyes.
No?
I can draw those on.
Yeah, we can get
Well, googly eyes are always better when you put them on yourself.
Yeah.
That's true.
So
All right,
what
I
does...
start on opening
Wait,
it to
what
get
does the
that
gauge...
sign.
what does the gauge say?
I'm opening it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Is that we're going in.
Okay, so you open the door.
Yeah.
To answer Olseth's question, it says moderate danger.
Oh, we can handle that.
Inside the room, there is a huge pit.
First of all, I take the sign. That's why the only reason we came in here.
Yes,
Can I
that's
pry off the
Well,
sign?
wait. Let her read the description before we wander in.
I thought we already were in.
No, we were opening the door.
It's almost as bad as being in.
But it's not
Uh-huh.
yet bad.
Everyone is so excited about the pudding room.
Disposal.
Well, I mean, if you had a place called Pudding Disposal Room, I think people would
I'm
probably.
putting that in the kitchen.
So
There's a
That's-
pit with teeth.
yeah, that's the room, and because I need to read this, I have to cover the map again, everyone. In this room, there's a huge pit, and all along that pit are spikes. Not necessarily super sharp, but just spiked elements on the walls. And you can tell from the few puddings that are interacting with it and kind of climbing up that they are heated. This is very similar to what you saw many, many, many months ago in Nordfeld.
There's puddings in the pit.
Yep. Yep.
And they're trying to climb out.
Oh, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And those big spikes are doing a pretty good job at basically cooking them to oblivion.
That's a good.
There's one particularly large pudding that's trying to goo its way up the walls and out, and the spikes are hampering those efforts.
Okay. Now we get the sign.
Okay, you have the sign.
Add to. Excellent. Anything else in here other than the pudding?
No, not really. I mean, this is a room that you can see a whole bunch of. You basically see this slurry of what looks like a mix of every magic potion that you've ever seen down at the bottom of this pit, and it looks like it's almost a trap, like bait for puddings. And you see these small tubes where presumably the puddings ooze their way through into here.
Mhm.
You want
And
So this really big one, is this really big one getting anywhere?
it's kind of climbing up the wall. It's maybe moved up an inch or two since you've been in here.
Okay.
you want
And it's like a 30-foot pit. This is
do you want to drink that potion down there?
Forbidden potion. I think I'll pass.
Oh, okay. Surprising. All right. Well, we got the treasure. We can leave the sewers now.
Is there anything else in the room?
I mean, it's just the pit with a bunch of magic-y shit at the bottom of it, and that's what it is.
Do you want to lower down a vial and get some of this stuff at the bottom?
I don't. It's 30 feet. I have a 10-foot pole.
No, I have a rope. I could tie it to the vial and
Sure,
lower it
yeah.
down. Tie a secure knot to the neck of the vial and
See if it melts the rope.
lower it down into the goo
Well,
at the
Mage
bottom.
Hand actually does go down 30 feet.
Oh, we can use the mage hand instead of risk the rope.
That's the important thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right,
I reconsider and untie my rope.
Okay. So you use your mage hand to go
Yes,
down.
a cat paw with a human hand pops, or with a human thumb comes out.
A
A cat paw with a human hand, just
Yeah, that.
that comes out. It can change.
Is the thumb a whole human hand?
Yeah.
It's like that scene in Doctor Strange where his hand and then his fingers become more hands and the fingers on those become more hands.
Yeah, it just keeps happening.
Just
Fractal
like that.
hands.
Exactly.
I send Fractal Hand down there with the vial. And it's,
Okay.
it's just short, so I have to like lean over and hope nothing bad happens.
Now hold on to your tail.
That's a lot of
It
help.
scoops up some stuff, and I've previously ruled that you can kind of feel what the mage hand is doing. You get a little resistance down there.
It's like
not
thick.
gooping, not in like you hit a couple objects at the bottom.
But not 10 pounds worth of force, so.
Yeah, I mean it can move through, but it feels like you might be hitting
stuff.
down there,
Mm.
like
Can you
things.
bring the bottle up?
objects.
We'll bring the bottle up.
Okay, it's got a really just rank liquid in it.
Mhm. Put
Is it
cork
like a
in
lava lamp?
Pudding.
No, a
Putting
lava lamp
residue goo.
Is it?
has appeal to it. It's interesting to look at. This is just it's all bad.
Does it
Yeah.
taste like a lava lamp?
I don't know.
Should
Well,
I,
we can find out
should
after
I
the
call
stream.
this a bottle of pudding lure potion?
Sure, yeah.
Mhm.
You just want the one vial?
Yeah. Why don't you reach down there and see what that resistance was?
The hand goes back down and pushes stuff around. See what's buried down there.
Okay, do you try to grab any of it or just push it around? Do you like want to
Well, if there seems like something I can get a good grip on.
There's a couple of things that you can kind of like scoop up.
Yeah,
Why don't
we'll do that. And
you
then
hold on to
start
his
pulling up.
tail as well.
Okay.
So.
I tie a
Why-
rope around Nines' waist and hold them.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say tie it around my waist and you push me into the hole.
I could
Go
lower
do
you
it.
down.
No.
we're good.
Okay.
What you come up with are some really nice looking, but obviously broken pieces of wood and
hole.
like a couple of steel shards.
Is there anything else down there?
You felt other things, but
Things that don't feel like broken wood and
Like maybe coins.
You couldn't
or
make-
jewels.
Yeah,
you
so
couldn't
like
make
a-
all that out by
feeling
That-
okay.
it's not that fine-tuned of a feedback. you
Bring
get.
back one more handful and just to see.
We reach down there,
Mhm.
go a little bit to the right,
Mhm.
and do a scoop there.
Okay. You scoop up looks like a ring that is missing its gemstone. So you can see that there's a socket for it and no stone in it.
Good. It's always good to get socket equipment.
You pull up a hilt that has no blade.
We can put that in the slot in the ring.
Does the hilt
So that's
have
what you
an
got.
inscription on
A
it?
hilt ring.
Yeah.
Does the ring have an inscription on
No.
the inside?
If I put it on, do I turn invisible?
Are you going to put it on without cleaning it?
Covered in pudding acid.
Do we have like some sort of like cleaning solution?
I get my mop.
Is it cleaner?
I mean,
It's covered in stinky goo now.
you can make cups of water.
Yes, I will get my firkin of infinite mead, but I'll turn it to water mode
Mm-hmm.
and wash it a little.
Okay. You wash the goo away, and it's a ring now. It's just a ring.
It's not a dirty ring. It's just a regular ring.
It's just a regular ring.
I put it on my finger.
Upgrade.
Okay. It doesn't really fit super well.
Mm.
It's a little loose, but it's okay.
Does it look like it's made out of gold?
It's made out of gold.
Nope, we have a ring now.
You have
Yeah.
a golden gemless ring.
Yes.
I wonder if I have some I have some loose gems that Stinky gave me. Can I jam one of those in there?
None of them are cut for this socket.
I said jam, not place.
It would be really hard to
Fair.
fit them in there. I mean, I suppose it's soft enough where you could just, because it's gold, you could just smash things together.
All right. Shall we?
The large thing, the really big pudding kind of goops up a little further towards you guys.
Does it look like it's going to get out?
You're not sure.
No.
There's a lot of spikes for it to go through before it gets up to you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's head out.
Yeah, let's do that.
Oh, you don't want to talk to it? Speak with monstrosity?
I don't like their monstrosities.
They are not monstrosities.
They're like aberrations or something.
We carefully close the door after everybody's out.
No, or we just leave it open. It's not our
What's-
job.
I close the door after everybody's out.
Do you lock it?
I don't know. Can I do that?
Yeah. You can reactivate the
I
piping
do
to put the
whatever it
pressure in.
is
Yeah.
to reactivate the thing. What does the gauge say now?
It still says moderate danger.
Is it something that you can adjust here, or is there actually something measuring the amount of puddings down there?
It seems like there might be something actually monitoring puddings down there.
Interesting. Okay. We leave the room, I guess.
Okay. So where do you want to go?
Well, let's see where we
What
can.
are our options?
I think that we can go back to the T
Is it
junction.
just the T junction?
It's just the T junction.
Then I'll
Then
head south.
because
Oh, and it's technically an ooze. Just so
Oh, it's ooze, not a
rulesy
pudding.
people.
So did my
Rulesy
sign?
people in D&D.
Does my
Yeah.
sign not say pudding disposal room?
No, it says pudding disposal room.
Oh, okay.
He said they're like they're not a monstrosity. They're
Oh,
an
it's-
aberration.
Ooze
There-
a type?
Yeah, ooze is a type.
Not a very common type.
If only we could find the secret of the ooze.
we might.
So all you have left is that T junction, or you can go a couple miles south to the other entrance. You could explore there. You could backtrack a ways.
Well, yeah, we could, but since we're at the T junction,
we'll
let's
go
go
south.
there.
So that's where you want to go. Okay. I will reveal the sewers from beyond that point.
I have a 30-foot plush snake with a BFF necklace.
That'll be very useful later on.
Or
A little
did
bit
I
further
get them?
down, you once again come to a T junction,
Oh yeah.
and you can go, eastish or southish.
Is there like not even a sign at the junction? Like,
Oh yeah, are there signs?
No,
No,
Oh,
we
yeah,
checked-
expect
we
you to
checked
know
before.
how to get around.
There's no maps. There's no signs.
Well, there is a map. We just didn't get the map.
And we've been
Yeah,
stealing
we-
all the signs. I take out some chalk and write an arrow facing to the east and write west.
sure.
Okay, then we go
Why
west.
why are you being the troublemaker?
Okay.
Fey influence?
Oh, okay.
So let's go northeastish.
Northeast.
All right.
West.
The new west.
After not too long, it actually takes a turn southward there, and you find yourself again
Oh, thank God we found ourselves.
at another T junction.
Well, let's just keep going northeast.
West.
Not
you
here.
two.
South now.
Oh, it's south. Now it's south. Okay. A little bit further.
Is there another T junction?
It is another T junction that you arrive at, but this time it's
North south.
directly north south.
Well,
Let's turn around and go west.
You want to turn around and go
We're
west?
going north.
Yeah,
Fine,
let's
we're
go
going
north.
I've been overruled.
Okay,
I have that power.
sure.
Mm-hmm.
You head north. And I'll pull up the room description for that one. You enter, it's a medium-sized room. You've been in larger, you've been in smaller. This seems to be sort of a catch basin. There's a large graded drain in the center. Water's flowing towards it. It's catching some objects. There's little bits of twigs, grasses, some flowers, just caught in this big grate. And all of that water just, runs below.
Landscaping refuse.
I'll pull up
What kind
what
of
this
flower?
room looks like. On the map, there is another channel that leads
Yeah.
north
What kind
from
of
this.
flowers?
Whole bunch of different kinds.
No.
Saffron.
Not saffron.
It's never saffron.
Poppies?
Sure, yeah, there's some poppy flowers in there. Yeah.
Poppy pods?
Maybe. I mean, this is fairly desiccated at this point.
Oh.
You can make out, the colors of this that's in here, because the lights are on in the room.
Well, are there any signs?
It's a sign that says cistern 2B.
Do you want that one?
Cistern 2B or not 2?
No, I don't want that one.
Do you want to graffiti it?
What are you on?
Just like,
Not
or
2B.
not to be.
No, yeah, we'll graffiti it.
Yeah, we graffitied the sign.
Okay.
We're heroes,
For
by
our
the way.
crimes.
Holwyn deeply appreciates this joke and clambers up there, paints it on with a certain artistic flair.
Hmm.
I didn't know they had it in them.
No, that's pretty good.
Paint?
No, the flare.
Actually, I did not know they had paint with them.
Yeah, we should get some paint.
Yeah, so we can vandalize more things.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah,
sort of
you vandalized the
assume
sign
after
once
what
before,
you
I
guys do that you always have like a little bit of paint on you.
What I need is a cast that infinitely supplies paint.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we could. Next time we get to a magic shop and we look in the discount bin.
You know, so what kind of discount items do you have for committing graffiti? And I'm like, right this way, sir.
It'd be a really cool magic paint. So you know how in a lot of programs you can have like glitter rainbow or like space themes with like little stars and everything. You can have, a paintbrush that just paints that cool pattern, right? Wouldn't that be a cool paint where you can paint the pattern like cartoon style?
Like, here's a tartan.
Yeah, exactly. Like here's the tartan pattern. Like that'd be cool.
Yeah,
I would. That's
Bugs
a cool
Bunny or
magical
somebody
paint.
used to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an old cartoon gag.
Yeah, it is.
But existing in a fantasy world that has magic, like why wouldn't you make magic paints that can just paint that stuff on? That'd be great.
I think yes,
We had
a
more.
shopping opportunity in the future.
I'm sure we'll find that character
need to
that
do that.
invented.
Okay, you don't want to mess around with the cistern. Want to make sure
Why?
everyone's happy.
Why?
Why
Is there
is there
something
magic
cool in there?
stuff in it? I jumped
No,
down
you,
the
you guys were just asking a lot
I
about
dived
the
head
flower.
first into the
Jesus.
cistern.
There's a grate on top of it.
I have my mage hand go through the holes and like feel around for cool shit.
And that's what you find.
Yeah, I find
Shit.
very cold shit.
Jesus.
Fine. Let me look through the plant matter and see if there's anything interesting using my knowledge nature.
I mean, I just wanted to make sure before you guys leave.
Are there any like bulbs
Sure, there's a bulb.
of an
Unknown plant bulb.
I will take it.
Although you're fairly certain it's a tulip.
I'll add it with the other tulip bulbs I stole from Stillborough.
Yes, you did steal some
I
tulip
have
bulbs from that.
two.
Yeah, you should note that this is a sewer tulip.
Yep. All right. Now we can go. These might be very valuable tulips.
Okay.
Yeah, we went.
Perfect.
We went through the room further north.
Yeah, that's what you were doing.
Mm-hmm.
What?
If we go far enough north, we might get back to the Forbidden Wilds.
Since you were complaining, the next thing that you come to is, in fact, more closely related to a Y junction than a T junction.
Oh.
You can see it looks more like
Uppercase
a
Y
Y.
or lowercase Y?
Oh, an uppercase Y. You can
Kinda bendy.
actually see it there. It looks, to my mind, that looks like a Y.
Like maybe if it's cursive, but I can't read cursive. I'm a millennial.
Let's go to the left.
You want to go to the left?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Then to the left you shall go. Going into, I'm going to pull up the right. Over there. Perfect. Going into that room, because it's a brief hallway that just leads to another small supply room.
Mm-hmm.
In this one, you find that there are a couple of basically dirty plates and some cold coffee. Looks like someone was recently here eating lunch.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only difference between this room and the other supply rooms that you've come across.
There's nobody left their lunch like in the ice box or something. Like
No.
abandoned. Because it is getting. I'm
Looks like
thinking
people
it's getting
basically
near
just left dirty
mealtime.
plates.
Now, is
Nobody-
it a mug or is it like a tumbler?
That's a mug.
People just bring open mugs down to the sewer?
No, it looks like this might be from a little kitchen in here. This is like a break slash.
No, there's
supply
nothing
room.
on the
Oh,
mug.
good. What's in
There's
the
no-
kitchen?
In the kitchen?
Yeah.
Are you looking for food or supplies?
Well, if like they're using this as like some sort of kitchen room, they put their lunch in here, and I want that lunch.
Yeah,
You find one lunch.
just one lunch.
What kind of lunch is it?
Whose name is it?
It's a prawn sandwich.
I take one bite out of it.
Okay.
What do I think of it?
I mean,
I
do
don't
you
know.
do you like
Uh,
prawns?
You're a cat.
Yeah.
You're a cat.
Yes.
So probably.
Okay, well, I don't like the sandwich part, so I take the prongs out.
So you just eat the prawns.
Yeah, I eat the
They're
prong, and then I
prongs
put
or
it.
prawns.
Prawns.
Oh, not
Where-
prongs.
No, they're not prongs. They're prawns.
That would be painful. That would be a hearty sandwich.
So I eat those, and I put.
Okay.
I can reconstruct the sandwich, and I put it back in.
So there's basically a bit of cheese and some bread.
Oh,
I
there's
assume some
cheese?
mayo. I don't know what
Probably mayo.
tartar sauce. I don't know what. What do you?
What do you
I-
put on prawns? Cocktail
don't-
sauce?
Is it
This-
just like
this-
do they slather in
Okay,
cocktail
this
sauce?
particular sandwich has hoisin sauce
And pesto.
with ketchup and mayo
Mm.
with Cormarian cheese.
I understand why you only ate the prawn
Yeah,
things.
I also take their crab juice and leave.
Sure.
After, as this is all happening, I have remembered that we were being actively stalked by the cult before. So I'm going to sit by the door and keep an eye out and try and see if we're being followed.
Okay, you don't get the sense that you're being followed.
Okay.
We would
Yeah.
see the lights if we were being followed.
Yeah, and we'd hear them
Well,
clicking.
maybe.
Yeah, you'd hear the
Maybe.
tung,
Assuming
tung.
we're being followed by something that turns them on.
Well, yeah. So that was it. So that was, that was great that you had a snack.
Yeah, I had a snack,
Yeah, now you got like shrimp
and no
bread.
one was hurt.
Is it scarier to be followed by something that turns them on that you can't see, or something that doesn't turn them on but you can hear?
Nice try, government. I'm not telling you my secrets.
So we leave
One
this.
from each side.
We leave this room and go down the other
What's that?
Well-
the other side of the Y.
First, I want to stop and use the bathroom here.
Oh, is there a bathroom?
I assume if there's a kitchen.
Do they
Yeah,
clean?
yeah,
Is it pretty clean?
Yes, it's fairly clean.
It's right there in the sewers,
Yeah.
so it doesn't have to flush very far, does it?
I'll take a quick bathroom break and then I can head out.
Okay.
Couldn't they just
You
like
do that.
make an outhouse then, so like they don't even need to make the flushing
Yeah,
part?
and
you're right. Yeah,
It just like drops into a hole.
They're not.
right into the sewer.
So basically, this is the nicest outhouse we've ever been to.
Well, there's definitely an
It's
outhouse
an
because
in-house or an
it's not
underhouse.
outside.
It's an underhouse.
It's an underhouse.
Okay. Is there a sign that says that?
Yeah, you know what?
We
There's a
steal the
sign that
sign.
yeah,
Okay, let me write this down.
an underhouse sign.
Is
Does it have
or
little
just-
pictures?
It just says underhouse.
Does it have little graphic pictures? Not necessarily like male and female, but like representing all of the various different races and types of creatures that could
Well, they would need
potentially
different
be
size
used.
holes, right?
There's basically a little dial-a-hole system.
And it has like an aperture
Yeah,
that opens.
yeah.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I mean, y'all think that's funny, but if you lived in a world where
Like
a gnome
centaurs.
had to use the same bathroom facilities
As a centaur.
as an ogre, because they're all living in the same city, you'd come up with solutions like that, little, dial-a-hole things, and
That's another thing.
see,
A dial-a-hole. That could be
We're
a
not
really.
saying
Well, like, is that the name-
name? Right.
Wait, does one company
no,
own the
no,
patent
go
for that?
yes,
Does
one
it,
company
does it really say dial-a-hole with like a TM or R in a circle? Or something?
LLC dial.
We had East.
No, I want to. Did any of our families intern with dial-a-hole?
Okay, if we're gonna cause mischief, I'll set it to the largest hole size and then break off the knob.
Oh no!
Why are you
not doing any
Why
mischief.
are you being a villain?
Fine, I won't.
After you do it, I won't do that.
We were just trying to find out whether this dial-a-hole was like patented or protected or something, or whether.
It says Dragmara patent number 11055723.
Okay.
So it does seem to be patented, or at least at one point, was patent protected.
110557.
Yeah, is there like a date on there? Does it have a date listed? Like a manufacturer date?
The patent might have expired.
Yeah. Then we
and
can
it doesn't.
steal
It
the
doesn't
idea.
have a manufacture date on it.
Okay, well,
Well, we can
That
look
was
up.
fun.
We can go to the town center when we're done in the sewer and
And
look
look
up
for
who
dial-a-hole.
made it.
yeah, we might be able to buy some.
Maybe we can invest in the company. We have a lot of gold.
We have an entire estate
right.
to repair
We had
and a loan to
East.
pay back.
So-
If we get this though, we'll have so much money we could just buy another house
We
that we
could-
don't need to repair.
We could buy the house of the neighbor who is
yeah,
so
and they say,
vain.
but what if they own the company that makes the dial-a-hole?
Oh,
I
that
like
would
how
be-
we went into one room, you used the bathroom, and then spent 5 minutes on
the toilet.
What?
on
This is interesting
dump
technology.
A dump floor instead of a
Lord
Lord
dumb. Yeah,
We head east out of this room.
Yeah, we do. We go
You
up the
head
other
east.
side of the Y.
I'm not gonna even reveal that portion on.
Well, I like
stream
that
'cause
implied
it's the exit.
Oh,
It's one of the
another-
exits to
it's
the
another
Oh, yeah.
exit.
If we want to get lower down, we just need to open the toilet big enough, and then we can go
We
down.
don't know where it goes.
You have a mirror.
We know what goes in there. Do you really want to go
just
down
light
there?
a torch, and we can find.
Oh, that's a. Okay,
So can we see the map?
we go back south
You go back south, down through the great room and everything.
until we
Right.
come to the next junction,
Because
wherever that was.
I'll show the map just to remind people what
Right.
it is. So the arrow pointing outward
Mhm.
to the east, that is an exit from here. The small room just to the west of that arrow, that's the little break room that you guys learned so much about.
Mhm.
And now
Then-
you're heading back south.
And we go
well,
through the
actually,
great.
is there like a nice restaurant on the other side of that door?
Right outside the sewer?
There's sewer entrances all over the place.
There's not.
And besides, that would actually be a good place to start a stall because workers are coming out, they're hungry, they don't want to bother people in an establishment because they smell.
Could be like a street cart.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a little. Yeah.
Like if
We head south.
Okay.
we can open
You
up that.
just
business.
ate prawns.
Yeah, but they weren't mine. Calories don't count if they're not yours.
Oh.
Okay, so
As you
yeah.
enter the basin room,
Mm-hmm.
the lights go dark for a moment.
Another one
flicker.
of those flicker things
In
that.
the great room.
Yes.
Yeah. So that thing that the workers said could never happen happened.
Twice now.
Yeah.
Then
Like when we've been,
from below,
when we've been around grates.
lights start coming up from below.
With under the grate.
Yes.
Are the lights back on where we are?
No.
No. The only light in the room is coming from the grate.
Correct.
Is there something friendly coming at us?
Nothing seems to be coming at you.
Stinky.
The lights are just coming on now.
I look over the edge of the grate and down.
Okay. As you do so, the lights all return normal.
Well, they said this can't happen, so it probably didn't happen.
It was not supposed to happen.
Well, then it didn't happen.
Ah,
And we just
Did
move
I
on
see
with our
anything
lives.
down below?
that's a
You
solution.
see the cistern of water.
Did the light down
So-
below disappear too when
Yeah.
the other lights came on?
Yeah.
Let's walk back out of the room to the north. Count to at least 30 seconds. You always have to do that to reset, and then walk back into the room with the grate.
Sure.
Are you just
Okay.
trying to like get it to happen again?
Replicate.
Yeah.
So you turn the router off, and you count to 30. Then you turn it back on,
That's what we just did. Yeah.
and when you enter, everything's behaving normally.
Everything?
Yeah. Everything's behaving.
Everything.
Yep.
Yeah. Even.
I'm looking for a towel.
So.
See, this
yeah.
is the problem. If I don't do something, you're like, that's it. Nah, we're screwed. If I do something, you're like, that's it. We're screwed.
It's like we're
You know
screwed or
what?
something.
Yeah, it's almost like that seems to happen all the time.
How many weeks ago was it? I think it was 3 weeks ago now, maybe 4, that I said I can't say anything because if I say anything at all, you guys read into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You keep talking.
So nothing.
Do you guys-
Nothing is
Should I
behaving
try to pry
seriously.
up the grate?
No. But do you guys want to go murder someone and, tear down the walls of reality?
I told you to throw that biscuit up.
I'm just kidding. All right.
So.
Let's head south, I think. I don't think that.
Do you want to head directly south and keep going? Let me.
Well, there
pull
isn't
the
any
map
other way
back
to
up.
go.
Well, there's multiple ways.
Well, yeah, we directly
There
south.
are multiple paths.
We have lots of paths.
We'll go directly south.
Okay, you go directly south. Then I shall reveal that portion of the map. This begins a long southward travel. Maybe
Is it like 2 miles
half a
again?
mile.
Oh.
Half a mile. That's not so bad.
you eventually arrive at a T junction.
Mm-hmm.
I drink it.
And
It's waiting for that.
let me scroll down.
How come we never run to like a
There you
V
go.
junction? Like you go
Yeah,
down, but then
that
it like
loops
goes up.
back up.
No, do you want to loop back up and see where the loop goes?
Yeah, let's head west.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Now I hope we run to a V junction.
A V junction.
A V junction.
V.
Isn't that a corner?
No, it's a V junction. Like you go up and then it like branches off into 2
That's
sides.
a Y.
You have
Well, no,
another
I mean one that
junction
we go
to make a
out and
decision
then
on.
it actually like goes
Like an arrow.
Go
Yeah, like
north.
arrow,
Keep
but it's a
going
V
north.
junction.
Keep
We're-
going north.
Yeah.
All right.
We're gonna see if it loops.
As that path starts looping back northward. So I'm gonna save you guys a little bit of time.
Yay.
Hmm.
And kill
you,
mines.
you do discover that
Whoa,
the
let's
path
let's talk about
Time
options
passes.
first.
the path
Ooh,
loops
look
around,
at that.
Oh.
but you have a
little extra.
Yeah.
little extra room
go,
there.
Go a little.
Let's
Show
Let's
us a little
ignore that
north.
room
That's
and
almost-
just like leave somewhere.
That's like a U junction, like a trident junction.
Yeah. Look a little further north, though. I want to check something.
Oh, you want to scroll north a little bit?
Yeah. I want to see how far we are from the disposal room.
from the pudding
Yeah,
disposal.
disposal room is at-
Quite a ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The pudding
Okay.
disposal's up there.
So let's go
And
into this
you're-
little
Let's go into that
right
room.
eastern now.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, it's good to check that out.
I'll reveal that room. And get the description up.
Maybe some Muriel in there, just having a good time. Just didn't tell anyone where she went.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
It's like, I've just been making curry here this whole time.
Would you like
That's-
to try some?
Yes, no insight check. 0 insight check. I actually stop everyone else from doing insight checks.
As you enter this room, there is a powerful thrumming, vibrating sensation from this room,
Mm-hmm.
and a huge lever in the center of it.
Wait, does it lever?
Oh no.
Is there a sign that says "Do not pull"
Or push.
or push?
There is a sign on it.
What does it say?
We'll find out when we come back from break.
Want to push it?
We'll see you in
Or
a few
pull
minutes,
it.
folks. Find out what this giant lever that Nines is definitely going to pull is. Back. Welcome back, everyone. When we left off, the group had just entered a room that I had described as having a giant lever.
Tell me about this lever.
And so, that's where we rejoined them, in a room with a giant lever.
I investigate the lever.
The lever is fairly obvious. A large sign hangs above it that says emergency stop. There is also...
Is there a sign that says do not touch?
No. There is also, to the left side of the lever, a button with a cover over it. The button is red. And you can see 4 huge pipes. One in each corner of this room. And everything in there is just, like, absolutely vibrating.
Can I move the lever? Does it have a give when I like pull
Yeah,
it?
when you
Yeah, so
say
you can
huge,
grab onto it.
Are we talking like just really like how big? Is it like made for
Like-
humans?
Is it like a tabaxi size?
It is... It's like 4 feet in length.
Okay.
So presumably,
It's a large lever.
most creatures could find a way to manipulate this, and there is a step up,
Oh.
so
So
that
it's inviting.
smaller creatures like a gnome could be able to get up there and like pull that.
And what's with the button that has the cover over it?
Are there any
Is there any
markings?
writings on there?
No,
Just-
but it says like right above this whole station, just emergency stop.
Is there any smell in here, like gas smell or?
Yeah, actually, there is a little bit of a gas smell in here.
Is there like a
It's
danger
faint, but-
sign?
No danger.
So, meta game. This is not Soria talking, but this is probably some sort of methane venting system.
Well, what would it stop? What would we emergencyly stop?
The venting, probably. That
Why would we have an emergency to stop the venting?
Then why is there a button? What is the button?
I don't know. I'm not a sewer
I go to the
engineer. I'm just
button.
guessing based on there being a gas smell that this is venting out all the gas created by the
Maybe.
sewer.
I think it's more likely that this stops some sort of pump. Because we're hearing this thrumming, bumming.
I
sound.
put my hand on one of the pipes. Is that what it's like vibrating?
Yeah.
We would emergency stop whatever is vibrating these pipes.
Yeah, we definitely won't get in trouble if we push the button.
No, or pull the lever. Maybe you have to do both.
I feel like this is a way to stop me from doing something stupid.
Is this does that look like this is fervent tech at all?
It looks like there are fervent tech components in here, yeah.
Can you figure out what this is also?
While he's figuring that out,
I do my best to try to figure it out.
I
But,
lift open the button. I remove
Okay.
the cover of the button.
Sure, you do that.
How enticing is the button? Is it like glitter like going around it? Does it have
Is it shiny red?
It's kind of it's a bright red.
Did
It's
it-
a bright red button.
does it have like blushy cheeks and is it calling me senpai?
If I remember to edit that out. All
Is
right.
that a no? You can just say no.
No, it is the no. All of the no.
So have I figured
Now
anything?
you're getting nervous to take a drink with me talking.
So I use my fervent proficiency and working on expertise to try to figure out what the fervent tech components are and what they do.
What was the result of your roll?
Well, what role should I do?
Guidance.
Intelligence.
Well, that's
You can
pretty
add
good.
your proficiency bonus to it.
Because you're proficient in fervent tech.
Well, no. 11.
The mechanisms here are not very complicated. You don't know what the larger device does.
Mm-hmm.
There's too much to try to like piece that together. To give you a sense of scale, this would be like looking at the tailpipe of a car and trying to deduce what the engine, what all of the vibrations that you hear coming from the tailpipe, like what everything else on the other end.
I would
of it
ask
is.
Nines to smell the exhaust coming out of the tailpipe and report.
You can smell it.
They've turned Drogomara into a giant car.
Like I just want, I'm trying to get a scale here that
Yes, I'm getting that.
you're looking at a very small part of a
A
very
very
large thing.
I report
But-
back to the group that
You are fairly certain that this lever is linked up to whatever is moving through these pipes to stop whatever that flow is. And you don't know why you would want an emergency stop, why you would need that. You don't know. But you do know that this lever will stop whatever's moving through these big pipes.
well, this might be important later on. Maybe we could go back to where all of those the workers were and ask them what's the emergency stop about.
So I pushed the button.
Okay.
Did you lift the cover?
Yeah, I did lift the cover.
He did
I was,
mention
I was,
that.
yeah, and I was watching it and just enthralled by it. So you didn't notice because you're busy doing whatever you were doing. But I was looking at the button.
Okay, you hear a little like clunk, and it looks like the lever may have been like unlocked because now it kind of fell forward just a little bit.
I pushed it again.
No change.
The button unlocks the lever. Mm-hmm. Alright. Well, let's head out of here.
Oh, wait, we're leaving?
Yep.
Should we pull the lever?
No.
If we have an emergency, we can come back here and stop it.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I guess we're not having an emergency
We
right
need to
now.
save it for when we have an emergency.
Wait a second, isn't Muriel being gone an emergency?
Not really, because she's
Hold
been
on,
gone
puts
for
their
a while.
arms around you and just starts dragging you out of the room.
I haven't determined if there's an emergency yet.
Fodari, don't pull the lever.
Oh, I knew it. You were the diligent.
I'm not pulling the lever.
Okay, just don't do it.
Is her arm
I
just like
won't.
gravitating towards it?
Mine is, don't do it.
Is it a lever or a lever?
Depends on which way it's pushed.
Oh,
So,
I didn't
we
know
head
that.
out.
Yeah.
Okay. You head back
But
out.
we
So we
make
don't
a note
reset
of.
it. We just
We tried to.
We don't reset it.
we do not know
we don't
anything
close
about
the
it.
cover.
Close the cover.
Fine, just undo all the hard work I just
Let's
did.
remember where this is in case we have an emergency. We need to
Yeah.
stop. Okay, so
We
we,
have to stop.
we go out. Well, let's fill in that area to the north, maybe.
Oh, you want to go up to that northern spot?
Because that's the important thing is get that 100% map completion.
Yeah, you
It
get an
is.
achievement.
Or
Okay,
maybe an
so-
item will just show up in her inventory.
You want to go here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Then we can do that. Yeah, you got to get 100% completion on that map.
The one time we didn't, I've always regretted it.
Was there a time you guys didn't fully
Yeah,
review?
there
Yes,
was.
the caves under Krupstadt.
Oh. Yeah.
There
Yeah.
was probably some cool stuff there.
There was.
Okay. Guess what you guys
Oh,
come to?
let's go back there.
A T-junction.
Yes, a T-junction. You come to a T-junction.
Let's go down the T junction. Let's
We've
go
been
west.
up north there,
West.
haven't we? We've been
We go
northwest.
So you want to go
We're going
west?
We
apparently.
go west.
Okay, sure.
Show me magic item.
Coffee junction. Coffee junction.
Yeah, can we get some coffee? Is there like a coffee machine here?
Is there a coffee machine here? No.
Not even
It
in the
might
break
have been
room.
in the break room.
We should go back and.
They had cups.
Yeah, but they have cups and cold coffee. Presumably, at one point they had hot coffee.
Yeah.
Okay. As you approach the end of this short hall, there is a room sealed away behind a thick door, similar to the doors that you have found on the airlock rooms. Okay? Inside, you can see through a window. There are gas clouds swirling around, thick, green, just like imagine cartoonishly toxic looking gas. That's it.
Are we all just like peering through the window together?
Yeah, you know.
Look at the
Oh,
greenish
well, I
surrounding.
cast minor illusion, and you just hear this, excuse me.
All right. After a few seconds of watching, the entire room is engulfed in a burst of flame. It just roars through. You can feel the heat through the door.
Does it burn my hand? I assume I'm doing like this.
It doesn't burn your hand, but you can feel the radiating heat. And then, almost as quickly as it happened, it dissipates. The room is now smoky, but you don't see gas. But slowly it starts to fill again with that very bad looking gas.
Is there like a dial or a gauge or anything on the outside of the room?
There is, actually. Just to the right side of the door, there's a spinning dial lock system. To give people an example of what to picture here, picture the kind of lock that you might find on like a suitcase.
Ooh, try putting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
How many digits are there on it?
4.
I put 1, 2, 3, 4.
And I write 5 next.
Okay, you put 1, 2, 3, 4, and then write in 5 after that, and nothing happens.
I do 1, 2, 3, 4.
Try 0, 0, 0,
No,
0.
we do 0, 0, 0, 0.
Nope.
Okay, 0, 0, 0, 1.
I look inside. Is the gas
No.
coming in from pipes?
Yep, there are small pipes. It looks like they almost have some sort of valve on the end of them, and with your knowledge of fervent technology, you'd be able to understand that this seems to be like a pressure control valve to release a certain amount and then close.
So is there a sign that says like poison burning gas room? Be careful. Anything like that?
Yeah, it just says burn room.
Burn room.
What a
Yeah.
creative name.
Can I get that sign?
Yeah.
We pull the sign off.
Okay, you have a sign that says burn room.
I hope the people who work here know what these rooms are all about.
They're fine. They don't even have
they
maps.
don't use
They don't even
signs
maps.
anywhere
Yeah, why do
else.
they even? Why should we be concerned, right? So does
I'll use this sign when I do stand-up comedy. You've entered the burn room.
You
So
notice
we-
that the smoke gets quickly evacuated
Out
out
through a vent.
through a very large vent in the ceiling.
yeah?
We should
Now
go
it's
through that
filling up.
vent.
It's filling
So
up
do you
with
think-
gas again.
This is what the other room was taking gas to.
It might be one of them. Yeah.
Is there anything in the room other than this gas that's like visible through the window?
Yeah, like magic items that are just out of reach because the room would explode before you get to it.
It doesn't seem to be, no.
Okay. I don't think we
Well-
need to go in here. We already
Well,
got the treasure.
You want to wait for another cycle to see what it does.
It's gonna explode.
I mean, I'd like to watch the explosion.
Okay.
It
we'll wait.
happens again.
Okay.
It's
long
only
does that
about 2
take?
minutes in between.
We can use that to our advantage.
Yeah, we can lead something in here,
Yeah.
like a cultist.
All you have to do
and
is
explode them.
put 4, 3, 2, 1 in the dial.
Yeah.
I do put 1, 2, or 0, 0, 0, 2. Any changes?
No.
0, 0.
You know,
0,
1, 2
3?
No.
a lock,
Oh,
might-
1, 0.
a lock would be
No.
pretty useful. Do you want to just pry this lock out of the wall and we'll take it with us?
We could use it to control our dial-a-hole
We have settings from 0 to
to
9999.
999 on the dial-a-hole.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I put 9999 on it.
No, it doesn't open up with 999.
What about 9998?
No.
It's you.
I'm out of ideas.
It's not. It's you. It's 0009.
No.
Okay.
It doesn't open up.
Okay, well, let's see the map again. Can you scroll out so we can see the larger version of the map that we've carefully drawn as we've traversed the...
Completely not to scale, though.
Well, no, we wouldn't do that anyway, because we
That's-
only have, the paper's only so big.
We didn't even bring scales.
We would, like if it was a really long corridor, you draw it, and then you put one of those little squiggly lines in, that means that it,
It's way longer.
yeah.
All
Should you
right.
learn that from all your fervent manuals?
Yep.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
We've
I
walked
think-
so
I
far.
think that's
in
going to
our
show people,
imaginations.
what's going on.
So,
Oh.
I guess we just
Since
go.
you guys had brought this up last week, I'll point your attention to there
oh,
because you were very concerned
there was a
Did-
southern.
that there was a southern path. I took the time.
We believed you after a fashion.
Thank you, because otherwise we were going to find a bomb and we were just going to put it in that spot
Okay.
and presumably unlock a secret
If we
room.
go south from this explosion room, it probably connects to that sluice way.
So let's check it out.
Yeah.
So that's where you'd like to go?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Then that
Oh, we
is
did zoom in.
where you shall.
Maybe we should go back and pull that lever. Just give it a quick tug.
We'll pull it on our way out
When we have an emergency.
when we have Muriel and we're bored. Being bored's an emergency.
Okay.
It can be.
I'm gonna end up saving some time here
Uh-huh.
and reveal a path that you don't really have to go
It's
down
just a connection.
because it's just a connection. And then I'll put the map back up so you can see that it does connect.
So do you think
Back
the
to
east
it.
path connects over to the lever area?
Well, we need to go back in that direction so we can go south again anyway.
Okay. We'll go east.
Sure. Heading eastward brings you to another T junction where you can continue east, or you can turn north.
North. We'll just
Yeah, complete the map.
Yeah, we'll just
100%.
There could be hidden rooms,
Oh.
Or will
Like-
you? Because you can't actually go in the room. It's another airlock room. And this one has the doors closed.
Oh.
And the panel over the ladder is open.
Okay, so the outside doors are closed, but the ladder down is open.
Correct.
So it's reversed.
This is an airlock locked the other direction.
Is there any sort of like lock?
No, just like the other rooms, there's nothing on the walls.
Is there anything on the door?
Nope,
And we can't open the door.
you cannot open the door.
we can teleport to the other side of it.
You can.
You can.
And one willing participant.
We could go down into the lower level of the sewers where we're not allowed.
But we need to 100% the map.
That's true. Otherwise, why even bother?
Okay.
Couldn't you turn into like a worm or something?
I could probably Misty step right through it actually.
Oh.
But we'd be down 2 people because knights
Yeah.
can only take 2 people.
So that would leave like Fodari and I over
Ulseth.
here. Yeah, and Ulseth. Okay, so
Because we definitely take Hilton.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I was speaking as Holwyn.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
I didn't.
thought you were
I didn't make
Fodari for
that
a
clear.
second.
No. So yeah, you could like turn into a worm, and Nines could teleport one of us in there. So that would leave Ulseth and Fodari out here.
Yeah.
That's not really good enough.
No.
What's
Okay.
wrong with splitting the party? Does anything bad happen when you do that?
Always.
Should we try?
Fodari's like, I'm pretty sure that that's famously safe.
Let's go east.
You want to go east.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, we have to find some sort of like, I bet there's some like magic amulet or something that's like a clearance code and it just senses.
Something that allows you to get into the airlocks.
Yeah.
Because this is what the third or fourth one we found.
So I've connected that northern passage for you,
Okay.
Yep.
and you
So-
can now go south
Or southwest.
or southwest.
Well, let's finish the south.
south.
All right. Traveling southward,
Okay.
It's like a puzzle. You get
It leads you
try to get
to
the edges.
my favorite thing, your favorite thing, everyone's waiting for it. It's a T-junction.
Oh, keep
We should
going.
have Hohen pickpocket that supervisor for like access card.
When we get back there, we will.
Yeah.
South.
South, I guess.
Okay, sure.
We should probably go back there and be like, so what's that lever that we totally did not mess with?
Yeah.
The one that had this sign above. We didn't actually take the emergency stop sign.
No.
We should go back and take that.
But there's not a good place to put it in the house.
What about where you want people to exit in case of an emergency?
Oh.
So you enter a room going southward.
That would be an emergency go sign.
I'll put up the image so you can see about how far south you traveled. It's a room that has this time 4 grates, similar to that room up north that you'd seen, and another one over on the west side of the map. This has 4 grates over different cisterns, and there's a small group of workers cleaning these things out.
Oh, cool. So you who are the workers cleaning these things out.
They look up at you. Uh-huh.
Yeah. What does the emergency stop lever do?
Shuts off the gas flow.
Would that be bad if someone just, like, activated it?
I mean, you'd have to turn it back on, but it's fine after a while.
Well, does someone, like, come by and check if it gets activated?
Like, it sends off alarms if you use it.
What kind of gas?
What kind of alarm?
It's a mix of a whole bunch of different stuff. We're just gonna burn it off.
How do you use the airlock thingies?
They're controlled from the master console.
The room with the monitor?
Do you need, like, some sort of clearance to use it?
Yep.
How do you get clearance?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you have clearance?
Nope.
Do you know anybody who has clearance?
No.
Do you know a clearance?
No.
Not one?
No.
What do you think happened to Fervin?
Damn it!
I don't know. What do you guys want?
Do you guys want to have some trail mix?
No.
How about some mead?
Just clear cultists.
They don't want trail mix.
Not even the M&Ms?
Are you guys cultists?
There's no
Not even the non-branded candy-coated.
there's no
Chocolate.
raisins in it.
Not even the legally distinct candy-coated chocolate discs. No. What do you guys want?
We're with the Agmar Nodal.
Great.
I held up the contract.
That's super cool. We're working.
So are we.
Yeah, we're looking for the cultists. Are you one?
Why would I be a cultist?
I hear it's
No,
fun.
The cultists don't call themselves cultists.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. So is that a clue?
So if you say, "Are you a cultist?" Of course they're gonna say no,
So that means they're the cultists.
because they don't consider themselves a cult.
Right.
The other, so all but one of the group is, they're just working. Only one of them is talking to you at this point.
And is it clear that we're annoying them? Have
Yeah.
I picked up on that?
What's your name?
As I look at their name badge.
It just says Joe.
What's your name?
What's your name?
Joe?
Joe.
What's your last name?
Why would I tell you that?
Because we're with the Agmar Nodal.
We're making a polite conversation,
Yes, we are showing interest in your backstory.
which I assume is tragic.
And I have to talk to Ryan about everything I see down here. The supervisor.
Joe Johnson. Look, my crew and I are trying to get this work done. Are you gonna let us work?
Well, have you seen anybody who has magical runes that hurt you when you look at them?
Sure, I'm sure I've seen that at some point.
Did it hurt?
I don't know.
Where did you see it?
There's a lot of weird people that come into the city. I'm sure I've seen something stupid over the years.
How long have you been working here?
Which one of us is he looking at when he says that?
He's just kind of looking between the five of you.
None of us are Steve.
Yes.
Well, what? A few months now.
Well, usually the spark dies after like year 3.
What do you feel about hot dogs?
I don't really care one way or the other. They're hot dogs.
Have you ever thrown a hot dog into the street?
What?
It was a trick question.
Evasive.
Evasive.
All right. Well,
So, what does it mean when you enter a room with a sewer grate and the lights flicker and a light comes up from the sewer?
Something bad, I'm sure. I don't know.
can we talk to someone who's a little happier?
And maybe knows something?
Sure, you're not gonna find him here.
Do you guys not like your job?
No.
Do you guys want trail mix?
No.
All? Do they say that in unison?
Yeah, kinda.
That's
This is suspicious.
that's culty. That's pretty culty.
Don't like trail mix.
You were just like, mmm.
Even without raisins.
All 5 of you started taking notes.
I've been no trail mix. Okay. Evasive, unison, no trail mix.
Yep.
Yep, that's a cult.
It's the 3 UNs.
So, where should we go now?
What was
Further
on the
south.
map?
There's something we can go
where's
keep
there
going
further
south.
Hey, if we just go down that grade, where will we end up?
There's further south, and there's
good question.
directly west out of this room.
Where does this grate lead?
Down
Down where?
Yeah.
to the lower levels of the sewer to further processing.
Oh, can we just like set a rope here and go down there?
No,
Why not?
there's a big grate.
You're
How hard is
cleaning
it?
around it.
It's stuck in the floor.
How thick of a grate is it?
Yeah. This could not be any harder than trying to
like-
get through bars that
It's like
are
a half
impossible.
inch thick.
Okay.
Like, it's clearly thick enough to walk on and be sturdy.
Gotcha. Well, let's head south for now.
Mm-hmm.
As we're leaving, I turn around and look at Joe and Ben.
Okay. I want you to make a wisdom saving throw.
For doing that to Joe.
No. For turning around.
Wisdom saving throw is a dirty 20.
You managed to resist a burning pain from the rune that's carved into his forehead.
I knew it!
Goddamn cultist!
Evasive! Unison! No trail mix!
Especially that.
Evasive unison, no trail mix. That's the trigger. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
in that order.
Joe falls over dead, and a bunch of cultists.
A bunch.
Yeah, a bunch of cultists like step out of another realm.
Like a,
So they, like,
like,
in a portal?
we've seen Dole teleport.
A portal. Basically, it's like there's a line in the middle of the air, several of them, and they just step out of it. The others, they run. So the other four?
Joe wasn't a cultist.
No.
I'll have
Joe
to
was
rework my system.
sacrificed.
And now I need everyone to roll for initiative.
Oh, okay.
So if we just didn't turn around, would he be alive?
Or would they have ambushed us?
Could have used that luck, couldn't you, Volseth?
No.
Which exit were we
Last
headed
time I
out?
rolled a luck, I got one higher.
Which
than that.
exit?
Yeah.
Oh, you came in through the, like, north way.
Was that this one?
Yeah, the room isn't perfectly representative. It's just a battle map.
So I was turning around as we were leaving.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing we were somewhat like that.
Yep, and we just keep walking because we think everything's fine.
Yeah. So there's 3.
No.
Oh, there's 4.
5.
There's
5.
There's
That we know
2
of.
stabby cultists and 3
Also stabby cultists.
little daggery holders cultists. Well,
I go, you guys want trail mix?
They don't respond.
Yep, cultists.
Yep. Okay. So we can check that at least. And they were silent in unison.
mm-hmm.
And if they dodge any of our attacks, that's also evasive.
Yeah, but the trail mix is a certain give. It's a real tell
Yeah.
Now we just need them to admit they're cultists and we'll know for sure.
because they don't look like cultists at all, and they just appeared from another dimension.
What are your initiatives?
11.
Okay. 9s.
13.
Ulsa.
5.
Oh, we're doing well.
Yeah.
And let's see what Holman gets.
They are going to carry the team again.
They get a 22.
Yep.
And Fodari runs off to hide.
Can I have yelled?
Take cover.
Can I have at the start of this alerted everyone that they're cultists by saying, "Hey, we got cultists" or something?
I mean, you can shout that out, sure.
just so they're aware,
Mm-hmm.
because they were walking away.
They were running away because the cultists killed Joe.
No, I was saying our group was walking away.
Oh, getting them.
I wanted to alert them to the existence of said cultists.
Yeah, that's fine. I get what
Okay.
you're saying.
Your horrifying scream at when you just barely missed taking damage from the rune probably alerted us.
I didn't scream.
No? Did you make any noise at all?
No.
No.
She resisted the damage, though.
Mm-hmm.
Holwyn goes first.
I think I did yell something like, "I knew it,"
Yeah, you did.
actually.
Yeah.
And does anyone have a recommendation for element?
Against these guys?
Yeah, sure.
We're in a sewer. Poison? No, poison they're probably resistant to.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go with fire.
Fire. Okay, we're going to be shooting fire arrows, but first,
Colin has to turn around.
that takes a full turn. All 6 seconds, just...
Swinging around.
Let's go Roby guy in the back.
Here?
The far one, yeah, that
This
one.
one? Or
That one?
He is going to get a hunter's mark.
Sounds good.
Which one? This one? Or
Yep,
this?
that one.
Okay.
And we're going to loose 2 fire arrows. And that's a cat butt.
Good.
So that's an 11 for the first shot. And an 18 for the second shot.
What was the first one you said? 11?
Yes.
Okay,
That was
the
a
fir-
nat 1.
Yeah, the first one misses. The second one hits though.
Alright. Red one is going to be fire damage.
Mm-hmm.
White one's going to be hunter's mark. That is 6 fire damage, 4 hunter's mark, and 8 piercing damage.
Nice.
Okay. You hit that one with an arrow. Doesn't seem to really respond to being hit with an arrow, but it's just like thunk, and they have an arrow stuck in them now.
Burning.
It's just like sizzling. It's like,
Yeah.
Does it seem like do anything?
I mean, there's some blood coming out, but they don't.
Well, that's not a very hot fire then.
No. No, it
They
didn't
aren't-
cauterize the wound.
They aren't really reacting to that. Anything else you'd like to have Holwyn do?
No, they'll just hold fast for now.
Okay. The stabby-looking guy that's closest to you.
This one?
Yeah, that one. That one moves towards Soria. And there we go. They raise a really, I want to be clear, these characters are not necessarily perfectly representative of what you're fighting, so don't get too caught up in how they look. They raise a very large sword and swing down at you with it. What's your AC?
It is 17.
Okay, they hit you, and they deal
That won't be good.
Maybe it's a weak sword.
10 damage to you,
Maybe it's not.
Nice.
and
And
7 psychic damage to you.
Ooh, psychic.
Yeah. That is their first attack. They swing again,
oh my.
but this time they miss.
Oh, good.
The next one, the other stabby one, this one moves towards Ulseth. And it goes charging at you, sword drawn.
Like right here.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And your AC's 20?
21.
21. Alright. The first attack misses. Since you have your
That's right. This is a
offhand,
slashing thing, right?
you have an opportunity to disarm them.
Nope.
Can you
Well,
like do better?
9, so the DC is 9 on the strength saving throw.
Well, you get your proficiency with it. Because it's an attack roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He rolled
Oh.
a 2.
Oh, you did that badly.
Yeah.
Got it.
Remember,
Okay.
it's Greg's dice.
They managed to hang on to their sword
Yeah, no kidding.
and then swing again at you. This time... Oh, no. They miss again because you're 21 AC.
Yeah.
So you get to...
Do this.
No,
it's
you only
a,
have
No,
one
it's only once
reaction.
that's a
turn,
reaction.
right.
Yeah.
That is a reaction. Thank you. It's been a long time since you've had a chance to use that.
Since let's see if I can roll a 4 next time.
Then, the middle of the 3 guys in the cloak. Okay. He uses. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. All right.
What? A fireball?
Yeah.
Thing.
Really?
Yeah. Charges up this swirling ball of flaming fury and throws it at you. And I need everyone to make a dexterity saving
We
throw.
do get +1 from your feast, right?
Yeah, we still have that. You remember what I said? Yeah, what's going to be next? A 4?
Is it a 4?
Well, +3, 7.
7. You had what?
15.
Okay, so you make it.
12.
And Holwyn? Let's see what Holwyn gets. Holwyn is just fine. So you and Holwyn take half damage. Nines and Ulseth will take normal damage. And that's a 3rd level fireball. You guys take 29 fire damage. Round it down to 14 fire damage. And the 2 up there,
How does it?
they also
I'm
take...
glad I made it, because 29 was how much health I have.
How does it work with resistances again?
Okay, they make it so they...
If you have fire resistance, for example, it would have it.
You said 21
Again.
fire damage?
So,
29 fire damage.
29.
29 fire
and
damage.
it gets halved down to 14.
Yes.
If you make the save, it's halved. If you have resistance, it's halved again.
Well, I
So-
just have the resistance. So.
Okay. Oh yeah, because you have your
I have. Yes, I'm
alchemical-
wearing a dead
a
person
Brukelian shirt.
Brukelian shirt.
Yeah, so...
Only one in the world.
You take 14 damage rounded down. No, from 29. Those guys, the one closest to Ulseth did the one closest to Ulseth made the save, or didn't make the save, excuse me, and they took a lot of damage. They're really on fire at the moment.
This guy.
Yeah, they have a lot of burny bits. And the one closer to Soria
Made the save.
And is slightly less burny.
Padding up.
Yeah. That is that
Adding
one's
it
turn.
or just not
Nines,
reacting
you're
to
up
it?
now.
Yeah, that might be.
Like I said, my turn.
Yep, it's your turn.
The two that are next to each other, do they both appear to be self-casters, or does one have a big-ass sword? Or axe, or whatever?
Those two seem to be using weapons. They don't have, it looks like culty things.
They have like daggers or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But this one with the dagger just shot a fireball at us.
Yeah. Thor's messed up right now.
Yeah.
It's the fires.
Yeah, when we're recording this,
Air
because
quality
this will
is
be
really
broadcast many weeks later, whereas so we're towards the beginning of the Canadian wildfires. Air quality where we are is some of the worst in the world at the moment.
Bad. Yeah.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's great. I love it. We'll try to blind them. So
These two.
yeah.
All right.
So I cast Pyrotechnics, and a 5-foot cube of shiny bits loads there. Yeah, a little rainbow pops out.
Yeah.
Happy Pride Month.
Which
And-
is in context now and won't be when it's aired.
Every month's probably.
And then there's a big dazzling explosion
Okay,
of rainbows,
sure.
because I think cultists hate rainbows. And they have to make a 15 Constitution save.
They both fail.
So now they are both blinded until the end of my next
I
turn.
think you have one blinded token on the board there. Here's a
Yeah.
second. So they're both blinded. Great.
And I can't get into the room without provoking an attack of opportunity, can I?
You could walk in like this far.
I'll just hide behind Olsef.
Classic nice.
And I've seen how he's been rolling lately, so we'll do a little. You're inspired now.
Okay. So the you damaged the guy that threw or you blinded the guy who threw the fireball, and the next one up is the guy to the left of Fireball Dude.
The other blinded one.
Yeah, and the second blinded one goes rushing towards Soria.
Like there.
Yeah. And tries to make an attack with a small dagger.
Disadvantage, I assume.
Yes, at disadvantage.
Well, unless they have magical, like, blind sight.
And that attack fails. So they try one more time to stab, and they fail again at that.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Yeah, that was that was a very well used blinded spell because, woo, these guys. There's a lot hurty here. So the other one runs in front of Holwyn. The one on the far right. Yep, that one charges and runs in front of Holwyn.
Sort of jukes around the corner.
And tries to attack them.
Thanks for not attacking the other one.
Well, you know,
They did get attacked by it.
that
They did
arrow
get
went
shot.
thunk. And what is Holden's AC? 18. That. Oh, that hits. Okay, good.
Okay, good.
That's not good.
Well, you know,
You know,
it's interesting.
no, it's not
So,
good.
a dagger comes out and catches Holwyn, dealing a total of 5 damage to them.
But how much psychic damage?
No psychic damage on this one. So, are you keeping track of Holwyn's HP?
I don't think I can actually do that on my
then
permissions.
I can. That's fine. Very good.
Yeah, I think I can just see the character sheet. I can't make any changes.
They then they're going to use a special ability of theirs, and as they stab with that dagger, their eyes turn into runes, and Holwyn takes an additional, where's my 4 points of damage from bleeding.
Ow.
That is their turn, which brings up Soria.
You should probably
Do
recover
some area of
health.
effect attack.
There's like a lot of different options that I'm trying to decide what would be best here. Okay. I think best course of action is to get to safety. How are you doing, Ulseth, from that hit?
I'm about, I would say half healthy.
Okay. I am going to... So I have a rules question.
Mm-hmm.
Can I use a spell, a standard spell, and a bonus action spell if the bonus action spell is from a feat? From my Fae lineage?
Yeah. Bonus action spells occupy a specific spot in that they can only be used as a bonus action.
I just know some DMs rule that you can't use 2 spells per turn, even if they're standard and bonus.
Now, that's the whole point, in my opinion,
Okay.
of a bonus action.
I am going to use my bonus action to Misty Step back here. Which, out of shot, but that's alright. Down the tunnel to get to safety, because there's a lot happening in front of me. And
You
then
have plenty of HP, though.
I think, okay. I'm going to cast Bless on, I can do 3 creatures. So I'm going to bless Holwyn, Ulseth, and Nines.
And that adds a +4 to our rolls.
So
Or
you get to
D4.
add a d4 to your attacks and saves.
I feel like I have to roll more dice.
So it's not damage though, just attacks and saves. Alright. And then I'm just gonna take 1 step back, actually be there. Alright. That's my turn.
Okay.
I used up all my actions.
Ulseth, it's your turn.
Okay. Flame on.
Okay, there's your bonus action.
I'm going to attack the one that is on fire first.
This one.
Yes.
So with your flamey sword,
Yeah, he's already
And-
flaming.
and I think you
Fight
have
fire with fire.
I have advantage because of the meal. And D4. Look at
Something
that.
above a 6, perhaps.
That would be ideal.
17, 19, 26.
That's above a 6? Yeah.
Yay!
So, yeah.
A little.
Wow.
Yay!
You did it.
I hit something.
Artemore's in the back, just like, yay.
Wait, Artemore's not here. The spirit of Artemore is here.
Artemore
Yeah.
just feels there's something really good going
12,
on.
12 slashing and 9 fire damage.
It crumples to the ground after you basically just cut him in half.
Yay.
Does he turn into like a pile of clothes?
No,
I don't know.
he turns into 2 body parts.
Oh, okay.
Which body parts?
I turn
The
to
top
the
and the
one
bottom.
that is attacking Holwyn, the one that had been injured previously by Holwyn.
The one that's got a hunter's mark on them.
Yeah.
Yes. Um, 18, 21. I'm assuming 28 hits.
28 does hit, yes.
Okay. Doing 14 slashing and 7 fire. 21 total.
Okay. You swing your sword and take a hefty blow to them. They are scorched, clobbered, bleeding from your weapon. But they remain standing and basically don't acknowledge it other than moving from the physical forces on them.
Right. I'm now going to use action surge and take another full action. And what I want to do is move up right there in the middle of all of them.
Like here.
Okay.
And then spin around with your palm tree.
Yeah. And I'm attacking the stabby guy there, the one that's not wounded
Okay,
and,
sure.
and not blinded.
That's a crack die.
It's all about the same anyway. 7.
That one was wounded from the fireball.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a 16, not a 6.
No, it was a 6. You hit it
Was
with your die.
Did I bounce it?
Yeah.
14.
Just to be.
14.
Fair.
Fair.
Wait, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going
Possibly
to use
balanced.
inspiration. 16.
From a D8?
16 on that?
Yeah.
No, they deflect the blow.
And I will attack again. That one's better. 27.
That hits.
Um, 12 slashing and 7 fire.
Okay. You bring the sword down on them and
Down.
manage to decapitate them in a swift blow. Just
Non-lethally, right?
No, oh,
As their-
definitely non-lethally.
as their body
but what we
crumples
know
and their head
is
goes
what happens
rolling.
to heads.
Well,
We've
things are
seen this
going well,
before.
so as long as they don't have another fireball, then what are the chances of that?
Probably 100.
It's-
Anything else that you want to do?
is there anything else I can do?
Can you bonus action or
He
No,
used his
with
bonus
an
action to
action
activate his sword.
My action surge
No.
only gives me an action.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can move.
I don't see any reason why I would want to move.
Yeah.
To get away from the fireball range?
Well, I would provoke an attack of opportunity,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I don't really need to do that.
Okay, in fairness, I will say, is trying to be an impartial judge of combat, an attack of opportunity from a blinded opponent. So they would make that attack of opportunity
Yeah.
at disadvantage.
But there's that one too.
Yeah.
Yes, that one could attack.
I didn't blind all of them.
I'd probably just call it there.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it there.
Just wanted to make sure you were aware of the status effects, because it's easy to forget, even with the rings. Holin's turn. What do you want them to do?
Can they?
If they back up, they get attacked.
Yeah, but if they sheath a bow, they can just hit someone. Keep forgetting with 5e. Is there a penalty for hitting a bow with someone right next to you?
I don't believe so.
Yeah, you get
And
advantage
division.
on that attack.
Yeah, they get advantage anyway, so. Because they're going to be upset that there is someone stabbing them.
So if you make a ranged attack against someone within 5 feet, it's at disadvantage.
So it would just be it would
Regular
cancel out?
attack.
Yeah.
At someone within 5 feet.
Yeah.
So if you're shooting at this guy, it would be canceled out to be a
Yeah.
normal attack.
But it doesn't put all attacks at disadvantage or cause any interruption,
Just at
just
range.
against the close to target.
Yeah.
Well, that's the one in danger of.
The most dangerous target. Right
Yeah,
now.
the other ones are blinded
Yes,
at least
for
until
now.
for the next
Yeah,
for
but-
their next turn.
So Hilwyn is going to use the bow on the guy right next to them, and so we'll just have the regular roll then.
Yep. Because the feast is giving advantage.
And fire seems to be working really well for herself. So, and that is going to be a hit. 23. Wait, way more than that. Does a 23 hit? If not, 27 hits.
A 23 hits. Which one are they targeting?
The
hunter's
closest
mark.
one. Yep.
Okay.
So 4 fire, 2 hunter's mark, and 11 piercing damage. Right to the temple.
Yes.
So 17 damage.
Yeah. That's the. Yeah, that one. Has that one been.
He's been hit.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that one's
Yeah.
been. Yeah.
Oh,
Twice,
and
actually.
Seth and
Yeah.
both of them.
Yeah, just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, he's taken a
That
lot
I
of
was-
damage. Like
I'd be
40
surprised if he was
something.
alive.
Wanted to
now.
make sure that one
Could.
got the right damage. So, as Holwyn knocks their bow, looses an arrow, and it goes straight into their, presumably where their heart would be, just thump, and they slump over.
So they missed the
instantly.
temple.
Yeah, you missed a temple and you hit their heart.
So bonus action, move it to the fireball one. And can we move between attacks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They will go outside of the range so we don't get all hit with a fireball.
Like over here.
Yeah, about there. That's fine. And then shoot the fireball one.
Okay.
And lost advantage with that, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Maybe.
We'll
Yeah, that's
see.
fine.
Okay.
That is going to be a 25 to hit.
You have. The fireball one has blinded, so you have advantage on that.
Yeah, well, let's see
So
if we
that
get a
was
crit.
only melee.
It's just attacks.
Oh, okay.
Attack rolls against the creature have advantage.
Not a, it's a higher roll, but it's not a crit, so.
Okay. What was the result you said? higher one?
Well, the higher one, that will be a 20.
That hits. 20 plus will hit this creature.
And that is 3 fire, 2 hunter's mark, and 8 piercing.
Okay.
And that will end their turn.
You loose an arrow once more, and Holwyn finds their mark as an arrow thunks square into their stomach, but they seem totally unfazed. Anything else you'd like to do?
I think that's all I can do.
Okay, then the next one up is Fireball Boy.
Does the blind last until when?
The end
The end
their
of
turn.
my turn.
The
Next
end
turn.
of Nine's turn.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
So I can run up and do a little stabby.
Yeah.
Let's see. They're going to do something
Worse.
more interesting as they channel a aura of, well, you might call it blackness, but it's just kind of a void around them.
Oh, we
as
can
light
avoid it.
disappears
Yes, we avoid them.
and both that one and that one are no longer blinded.
How did that work?
Magic.
I hate magic.
Is the hunter's mark still on them?
Oh no, Hunter's mark is gone too. Yep.
Dispelling it.
And that is their turn. Which, Nines, you're now up.
I think we can end this pretty quick, right, guys?
Oh, yes, do that.
Okay, so I'm just going to go up next to Olsef. And, I have not hit anything with my club in an awful long time.
Oh yeah.
Or I should just use my rapier because that does more damage. So we'll do that.
All thumpers just
You,
refill.
you get advantage.
I think I have advantage because I got another cat butt.
Is the black aura maintaining around?
No,
that?
it was like a momentary thing.
And I got a dirty 20.
You got a dirty 20.
Yeah.
That will hit. I'm shocked that you got that.
Why are you so shocked that I'm good at things?
Just because you never use your rapier, and and the last time you did it, you missed, and then you hadn't used it in a long time. That's all.
I feel like you hit a building or something.
Yeah.
I don't think I hit a building.
I think you could just save our butt again.
That's only going to do 9 damage. Not 9 damage, 5 damage. I wish it was 9 damage. That'd be great.
They're pretty badly
How much damage did you say?
wounded by now.
Sorry.
5 damage.
5.
I do
Okay.
not do much damage.
You don't do much damage, and you basically give him a little slash.
Ha!
Anything else you'd like to do?
You suck! No, I don't really think I can do anything. I'm not gonna inspire Olsef in this battle again.
Again, yeah. Why
You have
waste it?
advantage. You'll probably do fine.
I probably have a good chance of hitting, maybe. You know.
Okay, had to make a note for myself about something.
What?
And then it's its turn.
What do you mean you had to make a note about something?
This guy
She was making a note that he sucks.
reaches out with their dagger and tries to stab you.
Who?
9s. Because you just
Hey.
attacked. What's your AC?
17.
Okay, that hits. You take 3 damage. Their eyes also glow.
I look away.
Don't get a chance to.
Blink.
I just like stab like this, just look away, just like, ah! That's why the attack is
Yeah,
so
that's
low.
how you work, yeah.
And you take an additional 1 point of bleeding damage. From that, they stab again. And they hit you once more, dealing 6 points of stabby damage.
Holy cow.
And
This is the most I've ever been hurt in a while.
These people are really naughty.
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 This is not cult-like behavior.
This
Every
is-
cult I've
and I
been in,
need
everyone's
you-
so
Under
friendly.
7, right?
I need you to make
Under 7 and over 70. Yeah, that's the rate.
a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
You do get bless and a +1 from the feast.
Wisdom 16, 17, 18.
As they stab you a second time, you feel almost like you're being chained and restricted and pulled back, but you fight back the sensation and
No!
resist that.
No! No!
It is
That
good to know that all you need to do is go, no.
It's its turn,
Nines in the
which
corner.
means it's Soria's turn now.
All right. Just looking at how everyone's doing.
I got about half my health left.
Yeah, you should maybe save yourself. You got hit really hard with that fireball.
Yep. I'll use 3 units of the Balm of the Summer Court on myself. So that's 9 points of healing plus 3 temporary.
You really needed that.
Yeah. And then I'll come up behind Ulseth here and cast Cure Wounds on him. Just a level 1. 9 points on you.
That's pretty good.
Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
I'll take 2 steps back.
All right. Run up. Feel better. Smack.
Yep.
And then run back.
Yep, that's all.
Okay, Ulseth, it's your turn.
Yay! I attack the guy who,
Right next to you.
yeah.
And it's attacking me, your favorite person.
9s.
But before
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, before. Kill him.
No, I'm going to move first. I'm going to move 5, 10, right there.
Just to make sure you lose the Amanati Feast advantage.
Oh, no, I don't want to do that.
I mean, he's flanked, though.
Well, if you move there, it's...
Yeah, I'm going to do the flanking thing.
Okay.
Okay.
15,
See, I help us too.
16, 23.
That'll hit, yeah.
Are you going to do the flamey thrower to the chest?
Yeah.
Because we haven't seen that before.
Right up in front of Nine's design. Like,
9,
and you do like a
9
cross-eyed thing.
slashing and 8 burny damage.
Is that the Bernie sign? Just
It is.
okay.
9 slashing and 8 fire, you know?
You have to do the thing.
That's,
Flaming.
this is it? Okay.
That's the Bernie.
I pull out the burn room sign.
Okay.
They're still
You-
there, huh?
Yeah, you bring your sword down, smash it on their shoulder. You hear some crunching of bone, but they seem mostly unfazed by that.
Well, we'll do this again.
Okay.
They're filled with dark, unnatural energies.
Almost. 28.
That hits. Are you saying that's almost a crit?
It's a 19,
Yeah.
which in the scheme of things is almost. I only do 8 slashing and 8 fire.
Once again, you smash your sword down on them in the same spot. So I'm imagining you going, bam, bam,
Take
And-
that,
This is
arms.
a nasty one.
and they're kind of crumpling under the blows, but they still stand.
And,
Hopefully you can stab it to death.
well, I'm going to do my offhand. I haven't used my offhand in quite a while because of the bonus action thing. 21, 23.
That hits.
Probably got a bunch of unnatural temporary hit points.
Hey!
Like,
8 offhands pokey damage.
Poke.
Right. So, bam, bam, and then you slash your dagger across their back. They're bloodied. They're bleeding. You're pretty sure that you have completely shattered the bones in their shoulder,
Yeah,
but they
was that
still stand.
But was that their weapon arm?
You're not sure
They
what it
care.
is. You don't know.
You're
I
too
can't-
obsessed with trying to kill them to like see the details.
I see, like which
So,
hand they're
is
holding.
there anything
the
else that
weapon.
you'd like to do?
I can't do anything else.
Okay. Then
Tough one.
Holwyn. Holwyn's up. Their turn.
Hilwin's gonna look over at this guy that's been beaten by Olsef and is still standing there.
Uh-huh.
So they are going to shoot an arrow at them.
All right.
Ooh, that's not great. 18 to hit.
That hits.
Oh, good. Let's see if we get a good roll this time. No, because I just throw it all out of my box. That was a 6, right?
Do you have more than 3 damage on there?
Well, I threw 3 dice.
So
and then
yes, an arrow is loosed from Holwyn's bow and goes right through their head, and they just fall over limp.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
So,
dead! You suck!
I do all the beating up, and Howin gets the credit.
Yeah, they get all the credit.
Yep, we're using old school D&D rules where the person who does the killing blow gets most of the XP.
The XP.
And we're also switching to XP.
We're using XP.
Yeah, it's no longer a milestone system. It's XP.
Does Howin have a second attack?
Yes, and it's going to shoot at the dude that's left.
All right, make your roll.
That is going to be a dirty 20.
That'll hit.
That was a
So 8 damage plus 2 fire.
4. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the hunter's mark got dispelled or some such.
Yeah.
Okay. You loosen the arrow, and it hits them square in the chest.
What's the range of fireball?
Oh, like 60 feet, 120
Okay.
feet,
What's the blast radius of it?
20-foot radius.
They step further away from the party, as we are a magnet for death.
There, Owen's like going over.
Yeah, there's a little side eye, like, nope.
Okay. You see their body start to bloat.
No. I run away.
I close my eyes.
It's not there if you can't see it.
That's
And
right.
Luckily, you're facing away.
I need
I am facing away.
I need everyone but Soria to make a dexterity saving throw.
And Owen.
Yes, Holwyn is within range.
But I swear I'm closer.
Why are you constantly second guessing the DM when you have the advantage?
I mean, I'll take it.
No.
Oh, no,
Owen's
Owen's
30 and
closer.
you're
It just-
35. Yeah.
It just looks.
yeah. It's
It
weird.
is deceptive,
It is deceptive.
but Holwyn is closer than you.
Nice. So
You
it
are-
must be a 30
You
foot.
should have put them further away. They have
I
movement.
can't reach that far.
Okay, so we do
Why
this.
don't you go towards the wall, Hilwyn?
Oh, well, at least I got double digits this time.
You do get bless because it's a saving
Yeah, I
throw,
did,
and you
yeah.
get a +1 from the
Yeah, it
feast.
still only ends up with a 20.
What was the modifier?
Not a 20, it's a 12.
Was it dexterity you said?
Yes, dexterity.
Oh,
And they get bless. I forgot about bless. Okay.
oh, dexterity. Wait, I got a 14.
Okay, a 14. What'd you get, 9?
29.
Okay.
29.
Yeah, I rolled a 19. I have a 6 on dexterity, and I rolled 4 on the bless.
So,
Cat-like reflex.
9s, you're going to take half damage. Holwyn's going to take half damage.
And I'm going to take more.
Yes, you are going to take...
I will be the damage sponge.
You're going to take full damage here.
I'm just gonna be sitting there. I'm glad I'm 5 feet away. Further.
Yay, good measuring distance there.
Man, back then I said I was going to take 2 steps back. I thought I was going to take 1 step back, but
I'm sure I'm proud of myself. Hey, I'm the healer, so if anyone's gonna avoid this,
3 of us can heal.
I know, but I'm the dedicated.
You take a total of 37 damage.
37.
Rounded down to 18 for 9s and Holwyn.
Okay, you're still.
Yeah, that would have actually
I can't
killed me
second
if
win
I
yet.
was at, if I did not roll that.
And in a fiery, bloody, bony mess, that one obliterates itself in a final effort to take you all out.
Well,
And
it didn't
almost
work.
Did.
It just almost worked.
That was 8d10 damage.
8d10.
Yeah. Yeah.
It could have.
It
It
didn't-
could have been way worse.
Yeah, it didn't roll very well, actually. Worse than average.
So self. Okay.
Yep.
Well.
So,
Are we out of?
You're out of combat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
One's dead.
so where's the nearest break room?
For a long rest.
We don't have time for a long rest. They can just
We need-
probably keep sending
I
dudes
do
at
a
us.
quick check to make sure.
Oh yeah, I
everyone
can do the
is-
healing stuff while during a short rest. There's something.
I'm going
like
to
that.
take a quick look to make sure everyone is up and alive after that.
Where's Vidari?
They ran down the hall and hid.
Clear. Fadari.
They cautiously return.
It's fine. The guy exploded.
Are there any of the corpses on the ground? Or did they get blown up in the explosion?
Or evaporate.
I mean, they're there,
Oh,
Okay.
let's take their clothes.
but they're not together
Okay, because
after that.
I just want to make sure we don't leave any of these, like, cult corpses, because we know they turn into things.
Should we burn them all?
Yeah,
Sure, why not?
Pile it all up and
Put them over the grates and set them on fire.
As we pile them up, I want to take a look for any like books or scrolls,
Nothing.
anything. Just are they
Nothing.
just daggers?
It's just the clothes and their weapons.
What's the
That's
sword
it.
like?
Their weapons aren't anything special.
Okay.
They're just steel.
We pile them up. I pour some oil on the pile and set it on fire.
Okay.
Just to.
And we throw
Not
the
have-
weapons into one of the bags. If my bag will take it, we throw it in that bag.
Sure.
So
They
you
do.
get like 4 or 5
get-
daggers.
3 daggers and 2 greatswords. Just standard quality.
Okay.
Um,
So we have a few options. Do we want to take a short rest? Or would we rather use some potions?
well, I do have some potions.
Or spells? Because I'm beat up. I think everyone's quite low.
So during a short rest, one can
Use your hit die to heal.
Yeah.
Plus, you get a
It's a really
song of rest.
you're in a tight spot right now.
Yeah.
Well,
I think we need to heal.
That's the most accurate thing that you've said all night. And we'll figure out how you're gonna heal next week.
Why?
because
We're
dead.
at runtime. That's why.
Okay, well,
So that was fun.
Thank you for not
Yeah.
hitting us with another fireball.
I would have been fine. Well, until the
I wouldn't
explosion.
have. I was at
No,
15.
you were gonna-
After the
dead.
explosion, I would have died.
That's the
But-
closest I've ever come to killing you all.
I'm going to do
That was a fun
second wind
combat.
before taking a short rest.
Oh, does
Because
it
then that
recharge?
resets after a short rest. And
Hillman barely had anything happen to them.
then do the hit die thing.
Well, we'll figure it out when we get back.
Yeah. It's gonna be
And maybe a potion or two.
it's gonna be interesting to see how you guys use some of those valuable resources that you've been hoarding this whole time. So, we'll see what you do when we come back next week. Until then, everyone, stay safe. We love you. See you next week.
Goodbye.